Good afternoon, everyone. So we are here today to discuss on the topic poverty in India. So the platform is open for discussion. So anybody can come up and start the topic.
Thank you, Sibeli, for introducing the topic. I would like to begin by saying that, as compared to 2019, uh, poverty in India has drastically reduced. And if I talk about in numbers, it has come down to 8%. Uh, Initial rank was, I think, around 92 amongst 117 countries. But now I think it has reached somewhere around 80. So due to the policies and changes that are done by the government, I think the poverty situation in India has drastically improved as compared to last year.
India as
In India.
hello.
Yes, Nishit,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
Nishad,
hear
go ahead.
you.
Yeah. Okay, I am Nishit, and my idea about poverty, as India is a economic power and it is growing at very unprecedented rate. However, despite being as one of the world's fastest growing economies, has one of great challenges which India have ever faced. Now, India has a long way to go to tackle poverty and ensure the decent living standards for all. So I want to share some a very important fact about healthcare that is of poverty in India. As of many facts about poverty in India today, healthcare is perhaps the most important, and India is ranked 145th out of around 195 countries regarding the quality and accessibility of healthcare based on the global burden of there was a study that was published in 2018. So in that study, India is ranked 145 out of 195 countries. So what I want to say that India is growing at a very high rate, but we have to tackle poverty and ensure that we should remove it from very root cause. Okay, thank you.
Uh, Hello, everyone. This is Namrata. So we can see that from the independence, uh, the poverty has been like huge. The number was huge. So uh, till the time of independence, after that, in 2001, from 2001, from 2001, the poverty has been actually declined. Till from then till now, the poverty has been declining, and various governments have taken the initiatives to reduce the poverty. In India, there are it is considered that there are two types of poverty. One is rural, and the second one is urban. So in rural, the poverty which has been seen that the people are more likely to have non hygienic life. They lead a non hygienic life, and they do not have the access to they do not have the access to actually lead a proper life. But and in also in urban poverty, it has been seen that people do not have the proper facility to lead a good life. So from that, India is now developing, and it is a developing country, and India has been India is still struggling with this, but in the time ahead, it will surely will overcome this poverty.
I would like. My name is Prakhar, and I would like to add to Namrata's point. As Namrata mentioned, that there are two types of poverty, that is rural and urban. But what we are not able to understand here this is that we are just seeing a poverty like a word on the books, wherein it has been defined by government that if a person is earning 1,000 rupees in rural and 1,200 something rupees in urban, he above like if a person is earning 1,001 rupees in rural, he is not under poverty line. But that is not the case. A person who is who is having like 2 to 3 daughters or 2 to 3 sons with a wife, it is very hard to manage his or her livelihood in such an amount. which has been set as a benchmark by the government as a poverty line. So we are not able to understand the true sense, wherein we can, if we see that, and if we check out the actual fact, 73% of India is still living under this poverty line. If we are not considering this as a benchmark, that if we talk about the true sense of poverty, and as far as the current scenario is concerned, I might say that the situation was improving in around 2016 to 2018, but since this COVID era, I guess we are again this trend line has again has this trend line has again has शिबेली रिकॉर्डिंग हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है? Okay, so that's it from my side, that we have to try to understand that we are still not above, we are not improving in any ways, and particularly after COVID era, this is a high concern, and we have to look upon it, and we have to look upon the parameters through which this can be improved. So
Okay, so
that's
this is
just one small point before anybody continues. My name is Venkatesh, and just adding to what Prakhar and Nishit said about healthcare and poverty as a definition. If I talk about healthcare in general, government scheme of Ayushman, I think Ayushman Yojana,
Ayushman
right?
Bharat.
That was the healthcare
Ayushman
scheme.
Bharat.
Ayushman
Bharat
Bharat, that was
Yojana.
the scheme that was launched in 2018 by the government to, secure the healthcare for people below poverty line or in general. As per the data, it has been observed that more than 40% people have been covered under that Yojana, and people are, taking it. The only problem here, what lies is the awareness and the literacy. So
Yeah.
people are not aware about it. People get the benefit, but people are not aware about it. So what I think as a person, that we need to make awareness amongst those people. We need to communicate with them to the root cause. Then only it can be removed.
okay. So this is Shibeli. I would like to again add a few points on Venkatesh point of view. So, firstly, if we go back to the time of independence, and if we compare India and South Korea, so they were in the same platform. Okay, and right now, if we compare India and South Korea is a developed country, and if we see the and still India is a developing country, and if we see the the poverty percentage there, it has drastically improved themselves, whereas India is again working on different parameters, and we should always say that we are a developing country, and every many other parameters are improving very fast, but this poverty in India is a concern, because if we see the numbers, if we see the percentage of malnutrition which is there in children, we would see 30% of those children are from India. So I would say the main reasons which are behind poverty in India, firstly is unemployment. And again, I would agree with Venkatesh that there's illiteracy which is there in that part of India. And secondly, now in the COVID time, not only like you mentioned, awareness, or Venkatesh mentioned, and awareness is one of the main point, but during COVID, and also during Amphan which happened in West Bengal, so central has actually given a huge fund to the state government, but due to huge corruption which is there in the government, which is prevailing, so people are aware that they have a source of hope, which they know in their back of their head, but they are not getting that amount of money in their hand. So that's one of the main issue which I think, because of that, India is not able to improve their statistics in this form, or in this parameter.
So, so I would like to. This is Vidushi. Hello, everyone. So I would like to add to Shibeli's point. Yes, unemployment is a major concern in India, which leads to poverty. Due to illiteracy, the people have to take up labor jobs, and when they take up labor jobs, they get less wages. Unskilled labor workers get paid very low compared to the amount of physical work done for the whole day. and Indian economy is underdeveloped due to low rate of growth. So and talking about the other factors like caste system, inheritance, succession, they also contribute to the poverty. So and due to growing population, it has also is the main reason for one of the major cause of poverty in India.
Hi, this side Baba Agarwal. Concluding, basically talking on each of the points which my friends has already told. The major reason behind the Indian poverty is the big population, like 1.3 billion population country is India, as well as talking about the job sectors. The farming, it was considered as the major like source of economy in India, and the export partner, basically the export partner. Since since the farmers have to move to urban areas due to the development or setting up of external factories in India, in their land, not in the barren lands, creating the unemployment. In India, the average daily person's income is around 356 rupees, which would be reaching to 372 within a period of time. But this average income is calculated by taking an income of Mukesh Ambani like people. Yeah. So person's income can be calculated properly in India, which is a major reason of considering poverty and economies of India. So talking about like how we can reduce it, like some of the yojanas like 150 lakhs jobs will be distributed in the Indian with the help of privatization sectors and the new policy of coming of new like manufacturing companies to India and Vietnam, which are leaving from China. Okay, now government has marked as skilled according to the scale of people they will be getting jobs. So literacy, which Venkatesh has put in point and Prakhar has put in point, literacy should be the major reason how to get distribution of job, and awareness will be the major part through which jobs can be maintained of. Now concluding to my point, majorly skill set and literacy will be the major reason to improve the poverty and sorry, to reduce the poverty. Thank you.
So can I conclude?
We can now
Yeah,
conclude.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so talking despite of the above suggestions, 1 second, I hope. Despite of the all the things that all my friends talked about, there is a hope regarding the current scenario of the India. There are many studies which show that the population of India is slowly escaping the extreme poverty, and there is significant hope, and there is a significant amount of number which will emerge out of grinding the poverty for the future generations. And there is a fact about poverty that which India illustrate the key challenges that poverty can be dealt through the education, political will, and I think the women empowerment. Thank you.
Okay, from the discussion, I can conclude that the main reason for poverty in India is prevailing from illiteracy and the growing population in India. We can see that in India, hello, we
Yeah,
can
you
see
go
Yes,
ahead, go
yes,
ahead,
yes.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, we can see that in India, the poor people have more children than the people who are earning fairly good. So I think the main cause is lying there. So we need to, the government need to, take out some initiatives for this, and I hope so that India will tackle this thing very soon. Thank you.
I just want to conclude by saying one line that, now since Sibili has mentioned about the political corruption and everything, which involves a lot of money, the diversification in India has become less diversified because of the involvement of such factors. The money is not reaching to the right people at the right time, therefore causing such problems in healthcare, education, literacy. etc. and etc. Thank you.
I would like to conclude by saying that to remove this poverty, basically the two pillars will majorly play the role: awareness and literacy part, as well as if each and every sector, like everyone talked about, like healthcare or education, should be dealt by the government, by the individual prime minister, with like individual ministry, by their own power itself. Okay, so that properly the funds can reach to the government properly the funds can be reached to the common people with the effectiveness. Sorry.
So I want to conclude saying that, as we all know, the Nobel laureate Abhijit Banerjee has very truly has done his studies, and they are mainly focusing on to identify the main factors which actually causes poverty, not only in India but globally. So even after huge or drastic improvement in many other factors, what are the things which are actually lagging behind? So to identify individual factors and to solve it from its root, that would be the main idea. Thank you.
So, according to me, proper industrialization in regionally poor areas will create more job opportunities, and skilled labor programs by government would help to increase the rate of employability. So, that's all from my side.
I would like to conclude as everything everybody has pretty much covered everything. So I would like to end this discussion by a quote as rightly quoted by Mother Teresa, that poverty is not made by God, but it is made by you and me when we don't share what we have. So eventually everybody have to look upon this issue and have to work being considered as we are lucky to be born in such a family. So we all have to, everybody has to look into this, and we can one day will surely curb this issue.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.